Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Demko Modelworks. Jake here with you. Just taking the time out to say I apologize on not making any videos lately. I've had to put a few projects off on hold. I'm waiting on some material to come in from my client John's Reliant. So once that stuff comes in, we will be going back to doing that build, that 537 build. And I've also started another client's build, Ed Lamb's, on for another 537 Reliant. So we've got a lot going on here. Excuse me. But we've got a lot going on here, and I'll be posting a lot of that second Reliant just on my Facebook site, Demko Modelworks, on Facebook. And then we'll be going through, pretty much everything else on the Reliant, on my client John's Reliant build, on that other nacelle, how it's wired in, how we get it, everything together, and we'll take you through the roll cage and stuff like that. Trying to get it out here is pretty, out of here, out of the shop as much, fast as possible. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting on that stuff to come in, I've started on a client build that we've had off on hold for a while till we decided on a few things, and it's taken him some time and whatnot to get it, to figure out what all we want done to it. So this is the same client that had the Sulaco, which I had an issue with one of the nacelles, and I had to go through and put do some work on it and fix it and whatnot. And so I started Aztecing it again, and then I'll take you through, I believe it's part 16 of that video of that build series on how I Aztec the other nacelle once I get going on it. So but that'll be, I'll get that going a little bit later this week. But now we're going to be going through and starting on another one of his projects. This one's going to be another 350 refit build, but we're going to have another name for it that he's decided on, the USS Cygnus. And so we're going to take you through that, and it's going to have some this ship is going to have some upgrades on it, so a little bit of different stuff done to it. So I'll take you through a little bit. I'm not going to do a whole video build-up series on this. I might take you through and do some show you how I do some of the wiring on certain things and whatnot, and we'll take you through and show you how to do some of the special features and stuff like there. I might show you how you wire the saucer in, get the lighting done on it. But for now, I'm gonna waiting on a board for antenna controls to get here so we can start the wiring, get the board and everything ready to go for it. But right now I will take you to the bench. I'll swing you down and show you what's going on with that. I've started doing the preliminary work on it, getting some of the modifications done. I'll talk to you a little bit about that here in just a second. So let me swing you over to the bench and we'll be right back. So bear with me on the change. Alright, let me swing you down to let me get you in here, and this is the top saucer now. And as you know, if you've done a 350 refit, and I've done a couple of them, and I know you have to do quite a few modifications to get it to get where you have to where you be able to get lights coming in through the sidewall windows. And so what we have to do is you have to basically what I did is I just took one of these pieces and held them up to each location, and on the inside, I don't know if I can see it, yeah, right here on this piece here, what I did is let me zoom in, let me get you readjusted. But this piece right here, I took my Sharpie marker and on the, kind of matched it up on the outside where the windows go, and I just put it up on each one of these sections of this sidewall here, and then I marked the sidewall everywhere I needed to make a cut to where you can get light through the windows. And as well, everybody who knows who's built this ship that has put lighting in it, you have to drill out the more of the sidewall to get where the thruster banks and the like right here's a thruster bank, and over here and this one right here is the front marker light on top of the saucer. And let me zoom out. And so the on the top of the saucer, now we still have some modifications. Now, like I said, this is going to be just a little bit different from our regular refit build. My client has put in a split a split level impulse drive engine. So he had this sent off to a guy in Australia, I believe, and he did the modifications, put some clear plastic resin in, and so now we got it back, got everything ready to go and modified. So if you know, the regular impulse engines are closer together. Well, this is going to be split, so it's going to look really sharp on that. So we still have we're going to have to go back through here and decide if we're going to drill the those two little marker lights here, or if we're going to make it to where it comes up on just either side of this impulse deck drive here. But so we'll figure that one out down the road. And of course, the bridge section of this is not accurate when you put it when you put the regular bridge on. It's not completely screen accurate. So as you know, you have to shave down those little sidewalls right here that are on the top, the two here and the two that go around the front, to where you can scoot the saucer or the bridge dome further forward. Now I will take you through, and let me zoom in on this and show you what I'm talking about right here. Now everybody knows that there's detail markings on the bridge, on the dome, and I'll put a few marks here because we haven't done our primer coat yet. But if you can see those pencil marks right there, that's pretty much where the edge of the detail stops, and we're gonna bring our bridge forward just a little bit to where we put that light, that LED in here for lighting. It'll shine out real nice over the registry number. So that's what we're going to do, and I've done the bridge modification for this. Now this bridge is is not the normal bridge as you see. My client had this one made up. He had some extra styrene made up and into windows, and it looks real cool. We're going to be putting our bridge, not sure where I'm going to be locating the beacon light that goes, that normally would sit right here. But so I'm going to probably put the beacon right here in this hole, and that way it'll shine out real nice. And then once you get it in there, I'll use some tulip on the inside to black it out, to where light block it. So I've gone through and added my strip styrene, and as you can see there, I've added some strip styrene to the inside to raise it. So once it dries and we get it ready to go, I will have it sitting basically about right there, and that way you don't want to come too far close to the front because of the fact that you'll go over that detail. So we want to leave it sitting back probably right about there, and then we'll have our normal putty work to do and our normal routine as we go. So now when we have that sitting there, it will it will shine out over, over where it's supposed to, and over the registry numbers and everything. So, and if you notice, I don't know if you have or not, but the phaser banks are gone, and to get these a little more screen accurate, I sanded these down, and we'll just paint those over yellow, and it has that mustard yellow like the thruster banks, and then I'll be using some. I made a call to a buddy of mine, and he suggested using, you can use epoxy, a couple of drops of epoxy there, or you can use jewelry beads, little black jewelry beads, and let me grab those. These little black beads right here, it's the glass beads. I got these at Walmart for a couple of dollars. It's the 11-0, little black beads, and they're just the right size for the turrets that go on right there, and then, the holes and everything match just perfectly to where you can align those however you want to get your phaser banks done. So that's how we're going to be doing that. And right now I've gone through and added my photo etch into the windows, for the officers' lounge, and I've gotten it puttied and cut in, and got it glued in and puttied, and so you can see right there it's all nice and puttied in and whatnot. And like I said, this is going to be modeled after the Enterprise A, so I'll take you through on a few of the things. Let me move this out of the way here. Now on the refit, on this kit, it comes with two different bottoms to it. It has one that has a solid piece, a solid smooth, area underneath the fantail with the shuttle bay, and then the other piece has the 6 boxes underneath it. Well, the smooth surface one is for the refit, and then the other one is for the A. So we're going to be using the A bottom belly piece. We're going to have to do some modifications to it. This right here is the original, the first release kit. So it has on the base it comes, on the saucer it'll have, the two long gray, clear plastic piece, and then the one that comes here on the back. Well, what I'm going to be doing is I'll be putting some tape over the back of this, and then filling this rectangle hole up with some putty, and then sand it smooth, and once it's on there you won't even know it was there. So we're going to be using this piece here, and probably the next video I do, I'll have, we'll be doing the famous windows right here for the Arboretum. Now we're going to be doing some different stuff with this kit. Like I said, the A and the refit had different paint schemes, and we're going to be doing some different colors with this. We're not going to be doing the traditional. We're going to be using the blue, green, and gold iridescent paint, but we're not going to be using the red. We're going to be using a violet iridescent for this one, and for that. So we'll take you through and show you, a few things on that one, and but also to go along with the A, we're going to be using the A shuttle bay, and this is from Don's Light and Magic. So we're going to be going through that, and then we also going to be for the officers' lounge. We're not going to be using the standard kit window. The standard kit officers' lounge that goes right here. We're going to be using the one for the A, which is the one where it has, where you see them sitting in and eating dinner in Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. Bring that in. It has has the table and everything else. So we're going to be doing a full paint job on that. So got a lot to do on this one, folks, and we're going to be taking, you know, like I said, going through and doing all this, and we're going to have a diffuser disc for the deflector housing and whatnot. And I'm going to show you. My client has requested a different type of you know, instead of this, he's going to have an extra deflector dish right here on the bottom saucer, and this is a resin piece. So I cut out what I needed to on the bottom saucer, and we're going to be opening up some doors here, you know, the hatches here on the side, as well as having the shuttle bay open, kind of be like it's in Space Dock. And you know, where, you know, we'll have some shuttle, you know, some worker bees and everything else flying around and whatnot. So we're going to have this one where this light is opposite when the deflector, if the deflector's blue, this one's going to be amber, and so when the amber's on, this one's going to be blue. So we're going to be, you know, this was going to be quite an interesting ship. So we got a lot of work to do on this one. Got some holes to drill, got some holes to fill. Gonna have to widen these out where the sensor dome is, and then we're gonna, you know, a lot of work to this one, folks. So we'll keep you updated on this, and then we'll go once we get the stuff back in from John's Reliant. We'll be getting back on that one. So just thought I'd do something for you folks here since we haven't done anything in a while, and go from there. So I will be keeping you posted on this one on Facebook as well, so you can be following up on that. And we will talk to you later, folks. Take care, and as I say out there in the modeling community, everybody, happy modeling.